I'm finally employed. I got a job. I'm working at this good retail store. The pay is decent, so I'm working there as a part-time person because I'm not 18 yet. Even though I graduated, I don't turn 18 till next year, so I'm basically stuck at part-time. Can't go over 40 hours, but I finally got a job. And I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to vent about this job all week. I just had to wait until I'm finally off so I can finally record. Thank God. I wanted to record all week. Well, actually, as of recording this, I wanted to record all week, all of this week. But I don't know why. Every time I got off of work, I would just collapse on my bed and go to sleep. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. I can't really say where I'm working because my job has a really strict social media policy. And I'm also trying to keep my digital footprint on the DL. The job isn't too hard, not really that demanding. It's just very repetitive. And once you're doing 6 5-hour shifts of just basically the same thing over and over and over again, you're just bound to get bored. I try to entertain myself with the customers, but it is what it is. You're just bound to get bored of the job. Sometimes I get frustrated, okay? I understand where this retail fast food worker frustration is coming from now. I understand it fully, all right? Because sometimes it just gets to a point. I know the customers aren't purposely trying to make my life harder, but their actions are making my life harder. I'm gonna just start with the first thing, my first biggest complaint on the top of the list, returns. My job has a strict return policy. You have to return within 28 days. That's not even strict really, that's very generous. Some stores only let you return in like 7 days, 5 days. My job gives you 28 days. The only thing you have to do is bring the receipt and bring the exact card or the exact payment method that you paid for the product with. It's not too hard. And we write it in big bold letters at the end of the receipt so you can read it, so you can see what you can and cannot return. Hell, even some employees circle the return policy so you know what you can and can't return. You can't return underwear, you can't return panties, you can't return anything like that, and you have to return it within the specific date window, and it's circled on the receipt. So tell me, why are you coming back to the store with a return without the receipt? Why are you returning underwear? Why are you returning panties? And why are you returning something that you were supposed to return in March? We're in June. We're in June. Why are you returning something that is due in March? I don't understand. It's not that hard. If you're holding on to a receipt for that long, you should know the return policy at least. I can't tell you how many arguments I've got in. Well, not even arguments, just like I've always tried to be respectful with it, but like a passive aggressive type of like respectful. The return policy's on the receipt, and they try to go back and forth with me like, oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. Bitch! It is circled on the receipt. It's not like we just never told you. Like, oh man, you guys never told me this. That's crazy. The thing is circled. The receipt is in bold letters. 28 days, you can't return underwear, you can't return panties, you can't return briefs, you can't return these things. Return it in 28 days, bring the receipt, and bring the correct payment method. It's circled. We tell you this every time you buy something, so it is not messed up. You just can't read. Like, bro, I don't get it, bro. I get like 4 hours and 30 minutes, 5 hours into my shift. And of course, my back is hurting. I'm standing for like multiple hours on end in a straight, not even moving. I can't walk around or stuff like that. I have to just stand there and stand straight. You can't understand how badly I just want to scream at these customers. But I knew if I did that, I'd get caught. I knew it. I can't. And it's not like genuine arguments. It's not like we're screaming, but they're obviously mad at me. And I'm like, why are you mad at me at your own incompetence? You've held on to this receipt for so long, and you thought you would just be able to walk in and return it whenever you like. And on top of that, sometimes they would return it in the window, but then also realize that it's underwear, and you can't return underwear. And I'm like, We say it on the receipt. That's your incompetence right there, okay? That's your fault. Like, those type of things genuinely give me nightmares, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. If you guys want me to be straight honest with you guys, I've had nightmares about this job, bro. Like, I'm not even capping. There be times where I'm sleeping and I know I have to go to work the next day, all right? So I'm going to sleep, I'm snoring, and I'm just dreaming about me being at the tills. And this person gives me an impossible order. Like, they give me 4 or 5 carts of clothes, and I have to bag and do all that, and it's just literal nightmare anxiety attack in my sleep. Those are like genuinely the worst nightmares I've gotten in years, bro. Because like, the more I scan, the more this guy puts on more clothes on the counter, and I have to keep on scanning them, and while I'm scanning the clothes, I have to bag the clothes too, and he's keep on putting more clothes on the counter. Genuinely, I'd wake up in cold sweats. My job works this way, okay? For our free bags, they give us this brown, small paper bag, okay? These bags are really small. You could fit like 5, 6 pairs of clothes in them and like, I don't know, 4 or 5 accessories. Good luck trying to fit anything with hangers inside those bags. It's literally impossible. And this is the point. This is like a marketing ploy to my company, okay? So, because these bags are so small, okay? And you can't fit much in there, it's an incentive for you to buy the big reusable bags for like $2.30, $1.60. These bags are reusable. You can keep on bringing them back to the store, and they're really, really big. You can fit like piles and piles of clothes in these one bag. All right, and that's the incentive. But the thing that I don't get is because nobody gets the incentive. I have not seen a single customer who gets the incentive right off the bat, okay? I always have to convince them and show them that it's not gonna work, okay? And even sometimes when I show them that how small the free paper bags are, they just straight up don't care. They don't care. They're willing to carry 12 or 15 bags just to save $2.60. Is it really that deep? Do you really want to make my life really that hard? And here's the catch. Here's the catch to all of this. I already told you the free paper bags are really small. Sometimes I have to ask these customers, hey, would you want to keep the clothes on the hanger? Of course, you know, like, would you want to keep it on or not? Because if they keep it on, you can fit 1 or 2 shirts. Oh, I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. You can fit 1 or 2 shirts in these paper bags. My fault. I'm sorry, I'm just having a huge headache just thinking about it. All right? And I'm asking them, so you want to keep the hangers on the shirt or no? And they're like, yeah, I'll keep the hangers on them. You have some nerve. And on top of that, I've even had some customers talk about, you want to fold the pants too? You don't want to just jumble up the pants in there. Shut up! You're already making me do extra work by not paying $2.30 for an extra large reusable bag that has so much value to it, because you can just keep on bringing it in. You can keep on bringing it in the more you come, okay? It's $2.30. And on top of you not buying the bag. I don't mind you not buying the bag. Fine, sure, make my life a little bit harder. But you want to keep the hangers too. Great, making my life a lot more harder than it has to be now. But on top of that, then you want me to put the stuff inside the brown paper bags neatly. Gang, I straight up just say you're not getting that. Like, of course, I don't say you're not getting that, but all I say really is, bro, you're asking me to keep the hangers on the shirts. Unfortunately, the pants are gonna go in however I feel like the pants are going in the most passive, non kind of aggressive way possible. I don't say I'm gonna put the pants in however I want to, but I'm just gonna say the pants has to fit however it has to fit, bro. All right, you're asking for a lot more work for no reason. The bag is gonna get thrown out either way. Let me just go over this one experience, okay? Just so you guys can get a feel for this, okay? There was this one guy who came by the register. He took out a whole bunch of clothes. this and that and the fourth. None too crazy. So I ask him, hey, would you like a reusable bag? No, I wouldn't like a reusable bag. Bitch. I try it again. I pitch it a little bit harder this time. Are you sure? And I show him the small brown paper bags that are free. This is the brown paper bag that's free, sir. It's kind of small. You can't fit a lot in there. But with the reusable bag, you can keep bringing it in as long as you want. And on top of that, it's massive. You can fit piles of clothes, like the clothes that you're trying to get me to fit in the brown paper bag. With this, the guy looks at the brown paper bag. He looks at the tote bag, and he's like, yeah, nah, it's okay. Okay. I just bag up his stuff. I'm rubbing my head in like disarray. I'm showing him how many bags he's gonna have to be holding with these piles of clothes that he has, and he's just fine with it. Alright, so if you're fine with it, I'm fine with it too, bro. I bag his stuff and I ring him up. I'm like, okay, pass me the money. He pays in cash. Oh, great. So you just want this to be as slow as possible. I get it. And while I'm just putting his money inside the register, I'm just like, low-key, I'm praying to God. I'm like, God, please just give me a little bit of amusement. All right, just have something happen. Genuinely, I was just like really praying that something happens that I was just foreshadowing. The guy takes one of the bags off the counter to, I don't know, put it inside of his cart or something. As soon as he takes that bag out of the counter, that bag fucking tears. You couldn't imagine how gleeful I was, how quick my frown turned to a ear-to-ear smile with teeth and everything. Like, wow, I can't believe Jesus just answered my calls. The clothes just ripped open and splattered all over the ground, and I just smiled. Even though I know I have to bag it back up later. Man, was this like such an I told you so moment, right? That's what you get for trying to make me fit two dozen pieces of clothing in a small brown paper bag. That's exactly what you get. And as you're picking up every single piece of clothes that you dropped on the floor, I want you to know that I'm smiling. Alright? Eventually it got too much, okay? It got way too much. So I pretended like I'm getting I'm pretending that I'm getting another brown paper bag for him. So I go under the register desk and I just start laughing. I just start dying while he's picking up all those clothes. Man, that was the best day ever. I clocked out happy as hell. Okay? Happier than usual. One last story before I go to sleep, okay? Because I have work tomorrow. But still, I'm not an anti-Semitic person. I love everybody. But I just found this situation so comedic, alright? There was this Jewish man who pulls up in the register. And he comes in with like 2 carts full of clothes. And I'm already running down the business. I'm like, I'm not fitting all those clothes in a brown paper bag. Alright, there's no way I'm gonna do that. So immediately I offer him, hey sir, would you like a reusable plastic bag that you could just keep on bringing back here over and over and over again? This man asked, is it free? I'm like, oh no sir, it's not free. It's $2.30. And this makes me feel like I'm a horrible person. But in the back of my head, I'm like, bro, what if he says no? Genuinely, what if he says no? That would be the most Jewish thing of all time. I don't know why I thought about that. I don't know. My intrusive thoughts were just going on in the back of my head. And I don't know why I thought that. And of course, the man says no. And as soon as he says no, I feel like a crack in my... I smile a little bit, okay? I try to hide it. And I was like, you sure you have 2 piles of clothes there? I mean, it can really help with a paper bag. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'll just take the brown paper bags. This man would rather struggle with several bags did have only one bag for $2.30. Okay. It's not that big of a deal. I start bagging his clothes, start putting them inside the bag, and I'm taking off the hangers because I'm not even gonna ask him. I'm not gonna ask him if he wants the hangers. And while I'm taking off the hangers, he's like, no. Okay, can you keep the hangers on? Can I take them home? Another giant crack on my face. I crack a smile again. I'm like, damn. So he doesn't want a reusable bag, and he wants to keep the hanger. And I'm like, damn, this nigga is living up to the stereotype, and I'm trying not to think this way, guys. I promise you, I'm trying not to. And I'm like, okay, sir. I start doing the tuck and roll method, which is where I tuck the clothes and I roll it with the hanger inside of it. I still can't fit much with that method, but I can fit a little bit. Okay? I can fit a little bit. Shit. I do all that. I ring him up and I'm like, cash your card? Cash? Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. I'll take your stuff out in cash. He passes me a couple $100 bills. I ring him up in cash. I give him his cash and I get his change. And I kid you not, like, I can't even lie about this. I can't. I swear to God. So I give him his change, and it's just a bunch of quarters. It's quarters, dimes, and I'm pretty sure it was a nickel in there. I plop it in his hands. I give him the money too, and I pass him the receipt. This man stands here for, I think, like 3 or 2 minutes, just counting his change. Counting it over and over and over again. I promise you, he did it like 4 times. Where he's counting the dimes and the quarters. 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, 5 quarter. Oh, okay. 1 dime, 2 dime. Okay. Let's start that over again. He does it like 4 or 5 times. Just counting the change on the counter. I did that exact same. I'm about to go get another brown paper bag method again. I get under the desk, and I kid you not, I do a kneel. I do a kneel under that desk. And I just start laughing. It's messed up because I was trying not to be that way. But the more and more this guy was just feeding into the stereotype, I couldn't, and I started dying. After the 4th or 5th time of him counting the coins, he's like, okay, that's cool. I'm gone now. I'm like, okay, have a nice day. As soon as he left, I started dying, bro. I started laughing. I couldn't even ring up the next customer yet. I was like, give me a sec. And I take a breather. And that's work. That's where I've been for the past week now. And I think I like this job. I mean, the pay is good. The hours aren't too crazy. And my first job. So that's it. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a job like me. I hope you guys are making money on at least. You don't even need a job. Just start making money, bro. Lock in. But other than that, that's good. That's it. Hopefully more videos are coming soon. It's just, if I'm not feeling drained after work, I don't know, I'll drink coffee or something and I'll record something real quick and edit it the next day. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah. In conclusion. Shit, I don't got an in conclusion this time. My fault.